I started by establishing a straight edge on my material. I could have also used a jointer or really any other circular saw to do that. Then I cut out the pieces to size. I took great care that none of the knots would end up where my joinery was going to be. I marked out the locations for the grip holes and roughed out the material. Then with the template clamped underneath my workpiece, I can use a flush trim bit in my router to finish them off. For cutting the dovetails, I used a dovetail bit in my Pantorouter. I had to go really slowly and carefully because otherwise the router bit would knock off the edges of the tails and mess them up, which happened a couple of times. Because the Pantorouter can only cut 6 tails at once, I have to shift over my workpiece. Referencing off the backer board, it is really easy to get the right space and alignment. I found that to avoid tear out when the bit exits the top of the workpiece, it is easiest to make the router stop and then exit the piece. For cutting the pins, I switched to a straight bit. I marked out where the tails need to be and positioned the workpiece. As you can see, the fit is a bit too loose. To make it tighter, the template has to be moved up a little bit. When cutting the pins, I can't just flip the workpiece over like that, because then the pins would face the wrong direction. Instead, I have to turn it like so. And that, however, means that my backer board must be realigned, which is really quick and simple. After the joinery was done, I cut the groove for the bottom panel in all of the pieces. And I assembled the entire thing using construction adhesive. I made sure that all the mating surfaces of the pins and the tails were nicely coated. After the glue had hardened, I sanded the pins and the tails flush and smoothed out the entire piece. And I think it turned out really nice. Time to put some finish on. A while ago I made these drawers and I really liked the color, so I think I'll go with that. I used thinned wall paint that I had left from the drawers to stain the wood. And I sanded it. And I put on 2 coats of water-based varnish. So thanks for watching and see you next time.